What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? It's your man G. Louie.
And it's your man's Clearly coming to you on Thursday, Men's Mental Health Thursday. Y'all already know we told we was coming on Thursdays to give y'all some good neats and treats. Whoa!
And we got this picture up here for a reason because
y'all already know who that is.
We got to send out some apologies, some shouts out. You know what I mean?
And not in a real apologetic way. It's just that the information was misconstrued, and a lot of people pegged this guy all the way wrong. And if you was paying any attention to what just happened in the Michigan court system, the police fabricated some things here.
They withheld evidence and all type of stuff.
There was a lot of fabrication going on here, and we just gonna keep it what it is. They wanted him out of there.
They wanted him out of there,
and it's got a little story behind it, and not to really go all in depth and put hardball really in it too much, but the loss to Ohio State is what kind of like all caused this. Now, it's all been stated, if you was paying attention to the court system, that the faculty already knew this relationship was going on. Exactly. They knew the infidelity been going on. You know, it's been happening, it was been going on. And they allowed it. And just as accountable as we held him, we need to hold them even more liable. For real, for real. Mm-hmm. U of M, University of Michigan, they just liable because they allowed this behavior to go
continue on. Right.
Yeah. So,
instead of addressing it when they first found out about it.
So the loss to Ohio State was real indefinite to the point where, this relationship, it must have some cause and effect on why y'all lost. You know what I mean?
Right.
And his reaction was the demotion to her, which she didn't find really that, appreciative. And this is where everything get misconstrued at in the story. And there was no kidnapping. There was no knife, I killed myself and all this type of stuff. Police made that up, right?
Right.
What's up with them people?
They want that boy out of there.
Right. Wild work. Make you really have your wheels turning here. Let me tell you, you know what I mean? You get to spinning and spiraling, and you start to think about all of the injustices and all of the racism that exists in America.
That us black men have to deal with on multiple levels. Just because you made it here, don't think that it's not racism up there. It's racism on every levels. So that being said, we have to deal with that. We got to deal with that all our life. And then, that's where we back here to Men's Mental Health Thursday.
And, y'all president, Donald Trump, which is our president, said racism don't exist. So what he say? And we living it and seeing it every day. Whoa. Every day. And so my thing is, we all need to really give apologies to Sherrone Moore, for real, because not for the infidelity and the affair that he had with Paige Shivers, because we're going to go off into her also. Got a little going on with her. She kind of bugged out and spazzed out. Y'all don't even know. She got wild and wicked stuff going on with her too. You know what I mean? I'm going to get to that in 1 second. But by us jumping to conclusions, a lot of people took to her defense.
Yeah.
And didn't even really, have all the evidence as to what was going on with the whole scenario. Because we even said some things. Because I'm going off what the police said. This is the police, y'all. 911's a joke, y'all. 911, y'all remember that? Wow. Yeah, 911. The police. How's I'm not going to say the police ain't telling what they telling? And the police said, police sent me to jail. Police sent you to jail. Goddamn right. So, who word I supposed to took?
And then especially Not only that, but especially on that level, far as a case like this is so publicized that the police would even, you know what I mean, even try to be so slick in a publicized case like that.
But that's the elephant in the room. They made it publicized with all this foolishness. They added to it. You know what I'm saying? They did all of that and made it blow up more than what it actually was. That was them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was wild work. You hit that nail right on the head. But I got to get off into the actual wickedness of the girl that he was actually in bed with, cheating with, right? Paige Shivers. So y'all got to understand her, how wicked and diabolical she was. You know, her and the wife was friends on all social media, right?
Oh wow.
So you know the wife ain't following her. The heck? I don't know her. She got to be following the wife. So the wife followed back. Then she worked for the husband. So all right. How wicked is that?
Right.
And you banging her husband every night.
Banging her husband. You following the wife.
You get what I'm saying, man? So y'all got to think of the psyche here. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. Men's mental health. That's what we talking about. So this is what we hold Sherrone for at. The same thing we held Diddy for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These things was presented to you in a way where you could have avoided all of this and still maintained your job at Michigan University of Michigan, should I say.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it starts here. Not like here, but here as far as your mind. Because, like Kara's one told y'all, we didn't lose our money. We didn't lose our land. We didn't even lose our crops. None of that was lost. None of that. We lost our minds. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's what's going on with our successful black men. Now let me give y'all a breakdown of what's going on with Miss Paige Shivers and how this thing, y'all got to give Sherrone even more credit. Because see, what y'all might not know about her was that she had an illness. She had a birth defect that she was born with called Pompe disease. Now, Pompe disease is a disease that affects your muscles and your heart. You know what I'm saying? You grow into having muscle failure and heart failure and respiratory problems. And she's born with this. She has this, already diagnosed with it. And the life expectancy, if she take the proper enzyme replacements or whatever, is like,
50 years.
Yeah, 50 to 58 years, something like that. I think she's like 30 something, almost 40 now. So regardless of the fact, my thing is, what y'all got to understand is also, fellas, the psyche of him dealing with a illness, a lady that's have a terminal illness, you know what I mean?
Right.
She has a terminal illness. So we don't even know if on that fact he had some type of sentimental part where he felt bad for her. You know what I mean? She could have played, Paige could have been playing on that with him.
On his mental part, on his compassionate side of
trying to be like, dang, that's messed up. You know what I mean? Because she's not able to do everything everybody else is able to do because of the condition. She's always had this condition, I think, for quite some time. And more importantly, y'all already know from the episode before when we first broke this story on our Michigan episode with Sherrone Moore, about Sherrone Moore, should I say. We told y'all that her father is a coach and her uncle is a coach. You know what I mean? College football. And my thing is, this was all set up. Yeah. Smelling like a skunk, y'all. Skunk is in the barn. And I'm not the first one to tell y'all, well, I'm with the conspiracy theories and none of that. I'm looking at what happened in the courtroom. He pled no contest and all that, but I'm looking at the evidence, y'all. Just like the police said that he did all of this, that ain't what the judge saying in the courtroom.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why I'm at with it. So that's why I'm here today speaking on this now. And you know, this Detroit, so it's right on my news feed. And I thought that the fellas out there need to know that these are the type of situations that a girl could possibly get you in when you out here trying to play the field and have all these different women.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's not good for your mental health.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You messing up your structures. Now, we're going to talk about the pesos. Everybody want to talk about the pesos. Talk about 17 million, y'all. Yeah, 17 million. Now.
Oh.
Yeah, oh.
You talking about 17 million.
17 million,
You
y'all.
talking about some 17 million, and then you talking about police corruption. Oh yeah, somebody about to make them pesos up.
Yeah. So yeah, look like Sherrone gonna get all them pesos. Y'all was so worried about it, so fed up about it, because he had a guarantee. Out of that 17 million, y'all. I got it written down right here, y'all. Out of 17 million, he had a guarantee of 13.9. So yeah. So anyway, how I go, he was gonna lose 3 million anyways. You know what I mean? For real. So now, he's been basically playing no contest, and it's been broken down into lesser charges, no charges, should I say. The 17 million is in play, y'all. Wow. Yeah, the 17 million is in play, y'all. So grab onto your safe belt. I don't think the wife going nowhere.
She wasn't going nowhere from the beginning because she was right there riding with him.
Well, hey, man.
With all them charges of this and that, she was right there with him, court and all.
Yeah, I mean, you know, as they say in Hollywood, looks can be deceiving. You know what I'm saying? As they say in Hollywood, looks can be deceiving. So don't be fooled by the smoke and mirrors. There's nowhere in the world that woman has been around that other woman this long, and she found out that they had been sleeping together. That she cool with that. All right, baby, it's okay. Nah, I don't think so, Miss Moore. I don't think so. That's why I didn't even bring you up. I know you over there like a raging bull. Whoa. Yeah, so, nah. What you think?
Listen.
You think she cool?
Oh, you talking about the wife?
Yeah.
She, you know what I mean? She's sitting back like,
What?
at the end of the day, like once all this said and done, all this, nigga, I got you by the balls.
I don't know.
Cause she ain't going nowhere.
I don't know. We don't know what's happening behind
She
the scenes.
might, you know what I mean? Probably after all that, you know what I mean? Like everything play out, that cash shit, everything. Then she might strike like, let me get this cash. Go ahead and get away from you.
Well, we have another situation with Dak Prescott down in Dallas, Cowboys, star quarterback in the NFL, called his nuptials off because old girl wouldn't sign a prenup.
Oh yeah.
Men's mental health. Pick up on the signs early.
Mm-hmm.
Pick up on the signs early. There's nowhere in the world she could have thought or even possibly came up in her brain she finna marry an all-star athlete such as Dak Prescott and not sign no prenup. What is wrong with her?
Right.
Little Latino girl. Hey, better hope Donald Trump don't come get you.
Right. That tell you right there. That tell you right there what she about. Cause if you really love me, you know what I mean, like you like nigga, I don't care, I'll sign it, nigga. I ain't with you for your money. I love you. You know what I mean? I sign it.
Cause you're gonna be straight anyway.
Cause you're gonna be straight anyway. You know what I mean?
I don't get it. See, women be trying to outthink the, you know what I'm saying, the cart. They be trying to outthink the horse with the cart. Can't outthink the horse with the cart. The horse pulling the cart, baby. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The horse pulling the cart. And I don't know why women do this so often. You know what I'm saying? You see it all the time in the dating world. When you out here, you know what I'm saying, being single, you know what I mean? Such as myself, bachelor. I be out here dating, and you talk to different women, and you go to these little mixers or whatever, and it be all effed up. Because the niggas that's allegedly, you know what I'm saying, superly handsome, they got skis. Then the niggas that superly got money, they got skis. Then you got the niggas that's in between that, right? Good niggas. Everybody tell you they're good niggas. Nobody ever says nothing bad about them, and you always see them in a major good light all the time. Nah, he ain't no good.
Right.
And this is the category of niggas that's showing up to these mixes, but them ain't the niggas they want.
Well,
they want
right.
the other niggas.
They want the other nigga because I was watching this thing on. It was so funny. This thing on IG. He said, "You want to run the woman off?" He said, "Treat her good, be loyal to her, cook for her, tell her you love her, tell her she look good, take care of her." He said, "Yeah, you're running her off. She gonna run for the hills." She's like, "They don't want a good." He said, "But yell at her, beat on her, talk crazy to her. That's the ones that they gonna stay with. But they don't want a good nigga. They gonna run for the hills."
And then even when they get with that good nigga, right, they try him. They keep pushing him. They keep pushing him more than what's even available. They already know when they got with the nigga what was hitting for. And then when they get with him, they want to try and push the nigga to be doing some crazy wild stuff to get something dumb or something stupid done.
Right.
Go ahead.
And not, you know what I mean? But also too, not being used to being with a good nigga. Don't even know how to act.
That's true. Yeah.
I'm talking about don't even know how to act when they have a good nigga. You feel me? And then a nigga, sometimes if a nigga ain't strong in his mental, he be like, what the fuck wrong with me? Is there something wrong with me? Like, is I'm doing stuff? You know what I mean? Like,
so fellas, you know what I mean? The whole premise of this episode here was to pay homage to Sherrone Moore because of the simple fact that the information came out of court that all of them things that happened as far as him blowing out didn't even happen. So, you know what I mean?
Things was fabricated, stuff was held from the police.
We want to make sure as loud as everybody was embarrassing him.
Like, you stupid fool, me too. Like, you dumb man, like, what the fuck? What's wrong with this guy?
Yeah, we need to also, you know what I mean, acknowledge the fact that, you know what I mean, that ain't all it was hitting for. It was more to it than that. You know what I mean? But still, out of this segment, that's still a life lesson about, you know, mixing your hands in the cookie jar. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's still a life lesson. You know you already good money over here with your wife already, man.
But not only that, though, is you know what I mean? Another part is that you is in a high profile position as Michigan head coach. And I think that when you was assistant coach and Jim Harbaugh was there, if it was going on then and when you became head coach, you should have cut it off. Before you became, when Jim said he was leaving, that's when you really should have cut it off, like, you know, because now the spotlight is super duper on you. Like, you got floodlights, spotlights all on you. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't got no time for no bloopers, no bundles, nothing like that. Cause you the head coach of Michigan, and anything that you do is gonna be scrutinized, and they got a microscope on you. So you going into that job, you know what I mean? Like, you supposed to have been like, man, I can't, you know, I really can't be off into, you know what I mean, some infidelity. Anybody can be anybody can be watching me or eavesdropping, or she can be telling anybody about the infidelity, you know, when you became the head coach. That's when you really should have just cut it off. You should have cut that off. You should have killed that at the roots before you even came into that position, because you were in too much of a powerful position, and you in the public eye, you know, to be, you know, on this thinking that it's not gonna come out. It's gonna come out.
Well, see, that's why I think that's where the sincerity came in at, as far as the disease.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? See, I don't know what his mental state is as far as like how he felt about her positioning, as far as how she was being treated and what she was going through in life, as far as dealing with that Pompe disease. You know what I mean? She could have needed some help, some treatments. He could have been helping nurse her or whatever, going through her treatment, because she got to get the enzyme replacements often. You know what I mean? In order for her to keep living. Right. So I don't know if he was any structuring in that. I don't know. See, all of that, the stuff that we don't know. And it could have been a major part of it. Because just on the fact that little piece of evidence came out of the courtroom alone, let you know there's more to the story. And like he pled no contest, so we'll never know.
Right.
Yeah, we'll never know. You know what I mean? There it is.
There
Maybe one day you do a tell-all book or something. I don't know.
Right.
Get paid another $50 million. I don't know.
Even cashed in. But that goes to show you sometime. Bet
your page will. Whoa.
Right. Sometimes that goes to show you know what I mean, like you can't be so quick to. We all learned the lesson as well too, because you know you can't be so quick to jump out there, even though the police report, yeah, we want to be on top of stuff. Then come to find out these jackers they didn't try to bamboozle the brother. You feel me? They tripping.
Wild work.
Tripping. Like, you know what I mean? And this ain't even the case. Made this man look like a fool. And they need to put them people on them the ones that held that evidence and lied. They need to.
I ain't seen one newscaster come out and just say flat out, "Hey man, they lied."
Right.
Nobody said. They just walk right on over it.
Right. They ain't say.
We might be the only ones.
They ain't say yes. We reported it here first that he was such and such, and come to find out the police, then they just
be real quiet.
Yeah. They didn't bamboozle us all. They didn't have us reporting false information. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. So y'all.
Victory for the broski.
So yes, this was Men's Mental Health Thursday. Y'all tune back in next Thursday. Make sure y'all cut your notifications on. And we're gonna tomorrow's 313 day.
Yes.
So we'll be uploading a lot of video footage on our shorts and things of that nature, because we might split up, or I don't know. We're gonna be something everywhere. And we're gonna get footage coming in from all places. So keep your notifications on for Detroit's 313 day here, then and now live podcast.
Okay. We out, B.
Holla.
In and out podcast. We out, B.